Hey, Brendan. I don't know if you're still in here or not. I think most everybody else is still going to be over at Kathy's and Craig's video. Trying to get myself brought up here so I can get a chat going. Hey, thanks, Robertson, stopping in. I don't know how many people are going to be in here right away because friends of mine, Kathy and Craig Durbin, are live. Hey, Willie, how you guys doing? Hope everybody had a great weekend. There's Mark. What's up, Mark? Mark, I'm assuming you're still on the road since I didn't get a phone call for breakfast. So. Mark, I called that place about them rockers. It's just down south of us. You won't believe what they want for a set of just rockers for my motor. Yeah, from the place out west there, I can get a set of rockers, stands, push rods, head studs, and bolts or nuts and everything for like $180. Um, the one that we usually go to is about $30 more just for the rockers. All right, two AATVs. I appreciate stopping in and saying hi and doing that thumbs up. Yeah, yeah, Mark. I'm actually thinking about just making a set of valves. I've got a couple of small block Chevy heads out in the garage here. I think I can pull the valves out and cut them down and everything. Well, Willie, see what it is nobody's making them the rocker kits for the stock length valves and the commands anymore. Everybody's going to the 0.0 or 0.300 longer valves to use the higher ratio rockers, 1.6s, 1.7s. And like I said, I think I'm just going to make my own valves or have them made. I have some old Chevy ones, and just order the whole complete kit from the other place. That's the only thing that makes sense. Nate in the house. Nate, that long low mini bike's looking great, man. I love that tank. Yeah, 0.300 longer. I talked to Julian today, and he said the length is from the bottom of the keeper notch to the face of the valve, and the Chevy valve should be have plenty of length in that stem to recut a notch in it. And I just got to turn the head down or turn the faces down to the right diameter. which shouldn't be nothing more than a little lathe work. I don't know how many people follow NHRA, but it's kind of pissing me off they're not having the finals from Arizona until 9 o'clock tonight. Hi, Miss Kathy. Miss Kathy, I hung with you as long as I could, dear. I had to get my live stream going. So, if anybody wants to come up on panel, I'll see if I can get it posted in the Hangout or in the chat here. There we go. There we go. If anybody wants to come up, I'll keep an eye on the basement down there. So. Yeah, I want to run your heads, Mark, but it still has the stock length valves. And my rockers I have now are bad. I appreciate it, Kathy. All right, Nate. Don't the heads you have, Mark, have the stock length valves in them? Either way, if my heads or your heads, I still need to get new rockers because my rockers are bad. Or at least two of them are bad. Got bad bearings in them. And I did find the company that makes them for that. That the business just south of us. I did find the company that makes theirs, or they buy them off of them, straight up in Strongsville here, just north of us. Hey, Roy, thanks for stopping in, buddy. It's got to be getting late over there across the pond. No, it's the place up north here, Hartler, something. I haven't contacted them yet, Mark, but Julian told me to get a hold of them. They probably have them in stock for half of what the L word's asking. Oh, the picture they sent me and showed me had $205 on the price tag. They said it was the last set they had, and they weren't getting any more. I think that's a little rough for a set of rockers. Hey, Lucky, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Yeah, that's why I was thinking about using Midwest kit they got for $180 and just making a set of longer valves. Like I said, I got all them Chevy valves out there in the garage. All I gotta do is cut them down to the right diameter. I can make them whatever length I want. Hey, Mick, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. And I want to say, Mick, I've been messed up all day today. I'm sorry I missed your live stream yesterday. I was totally thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I was in Lucky's live stream. I knew you were coming on later. I missed it, and I was waiting all morning for you to come on live. And I'm like, it was yesterday. No, I hadn't been drinking yesterday. Maybe them, if you watched Lucky's live stream, maybe them melting rubber fumes got to me or something. That sure did. That shop is 10,000 square feet, and I smoked her up pretty good, pretty quick. Definitely drinking coffee. Yeah. Post that again. If anybody wants to come up on panel with me. One of these days, Mark, we're going to get you up here on panel so you can talk with everybody. Yeah, I didn't even make it out to the shop today. Why not? We got you on video, Mark. But yeah, I started out, I made breakfast and decided I was going to do a little cleaning in the house till it warmed up a little bit. And then I just got in depth in it and realized it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, uh-oh. We got Mick down here in the basement. There's Mick. Hey, Mick.
How you doing?
Doing great.
Well, I thought, as soon as you missed my live stream,
Yeah.
I want to come up and see you.
Thank you. I deeply appreciate it, sir.
That way, at least we get to see each other once a week. That would be nice.
Yeah.
How you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm
Good.
doing great. Oh yeah. Yep. Doing fabulous.
You sound very muffled, and the microphone is being affected by your beard. I don't know what's going on, but you sound a bit muffled.
I'm using the mic in my headphones because my mic on my computer for some reason won't connect up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not as the normal high quality. I think it's picking up static from your beard.
Could be.
Maybe a power station hidden away inside your beard somewhere.
Well, maybe I need some static guard on my beard to get rid of the static electricity.
it's probably a beard rubbing against a cotton on your top. It's causing a static problem. I don't have that problem, Ed, as you can see, anywhere on my body.
I think you look good with a beard, Mick.
I might buy a stick-on one.
But better than a mullet.
Get a mullet. Business at the front and party at the back. So what you been up to, Ed? You been busy?
Yeah, actually I have been. Of course, being single, I cleaned the house today. I didn't even make it out to the shop. It was a nice warm day. I worked yesterday morning, helped my son-in-law after that.
Cool. Well, it's good. It's good to be busy.
Yep.
Let me shut that sat nav off. I know exactly where I am now. That's better. Oh,
You on your way into? You on your way into work?
No, the opposite.
Oh,
come on now. Come on now. We know we never ask questions about what time we start and finish. You know the rule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm on a Sunday night shift tonight, and I didn't have a lot to do. And it's real early start. I think I started about 8 o'clock, and it's 1:15 midnight here. So yeah, I'm done.
Good deal.
So I'm about an hour away from home, give or take. So I just popped in to see Doug Sweener to chat with him. He lost his dad today.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and I just sent my condolences over there. Never good, but I've had a good week. I picked up a nice 1950s, 60s, somewhere in there. Real motor, real mower, you know, the cylinder style ones with the reel on the front.
Mm-hmm.
Picked up one of those for free, and cleaned the set of points up, gap the set of points, and give the old carburetor a clean, and it fired up on the first half compression stroke. It didn't even want a full compression stroke. It fired up on a half stroke, and away it went.
Nice.
Yeah, it ticks over absolutely beautiful, and I think I found someone who wants it, and he's going to do a full restoration on it. I didn't want to sell it just to some Herbert, you know, some bloke who's just going to thrash it about. So this fella who's interested, he wants to do a full restore on it. So that'd be nice if I can sell it on, pass it on for somebody else to love and nurture. So what have you been working on? Anything good?
Just stuff at work, man. I haven't had time to get out to the shop and work on anything. And
yeah. Real mowers are the best mowers for someone with a yard with roots. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I used to work at a golf course, and all of ours were real mowers. And Hey Sam, thanks for stopping in, buddy.
Yo, Sam, how you doing, buddy? No, I'm not trying to make him feel worse, Nate. But if you don't want to come over to my stream, that's fine. It's not a problem. You're gonna make an excuse up about you being drunk in a workshop bed. It's the way it goes, you know. I miss so many of Brandon's lives. It's not even funny. I generally catch Nate's because I'm working, which is cool. I generally catch yours if I'm working a Sunday night. But if I'm not working a Sunday night, I'm in bed by now. So I miss so many. That's a problem.
Yeah, Saturday night I was in Brandon's for a little bit, and then
What's up?
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Good. Hey Nate. Hey Mick. How you guys doing?
Yo.
How you doing?
Nate, you still got that tractor there, I see.
There we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be here for a long time.
That's nice, Nate. That's killer.
I hope it grows roots.
Yeah, it's nice.
Hey Sam.
Is that going to be a restoration job, Nate, or is it just going to leave it as it is?
I might just get it going and do a little bit of painting on it.
Yeah.
But I might just do the wheels, like paint the wheels up nice, and then like clear coat the rest.
Yeah,
that's the look I like, Nate.
I think you should white wall the tires. That'll look brilliant.
I do need to find 2 new front tires. The back tires are holding air pretty good, but
Hey,
the fronts are
Boneyard.
different.
Hey, Boneyard, thanks for stopping in, man.
That's nice. Has it not got a seat on it? Oh, it
No,
has.
it's
Yeah,
got
a
a
seat.
seat.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'll do a walk around if you want.
Yeah, hell yeah. Do a walk around. Hell yeah.
My garage is trashed right now because I got all this hardware from my buddy. I don't know if I told you guys he's shutting his machine shop down.
Oh,
So-
no way.
Yeah. Well, he's getting all the good stuff going to his house. Where I was at the other night with the yeah.
Is he going to go to work for somebody, or is he just?
Where I was at the other night with the he knows everybody, so yeah. He can get jobs no problem. Where I was at the other night with the he knows everybody, so yeah. He can get jobs no problem. Where I was at the other night with the
That's tidy, mate.
he knows everybody, so
I like the steering wheel. That's cool.
get jobs no problem. Where I was at the other night with the
That's tidy,
he
mate.
knows everybody, so
I like the steering wheel. That's cool.
we're getting a reverb from somewhere.
Yeah, I think we have an amateur on here who hasn't shut their YouTube off, probably from Pate's performance. I dare say.
Pate's Performance, you need to shut your YouTube side of the stream down and just use StreamYard. We're getting feedback. You need to shut your YouTube side of the stream down and just use StreamYard. We're getting feedback.
Damn, Nate, you got some bits going on there, brother.
I got a lot going on.
Yeah, yeah. As long as it's clear in your head, it doesn't matter the state of a garage. That's what I always tell myself.
He gave me this.
Yeah, that's a powder coating gun. You need an oven to bake that. Powder
got an
coat
oven?
after you spray it on.
And then he also gave me another plasma cutter. I just got to make one out of the two. They're both exactly the same. So I got to go dig the other one out of the shed.
Have you got an oven, Nate, for the powder coat machine?
Yeah, it's in my kitchen.
But don't use that oven, Nate. You don't want to eat out of that oven after you powder coat in it.
Oh, come on, Craig. You got to have a sense of adventure with this sort of thing.
Exactly.
You know, if you can put a cottage pie in and it comes out purple, it just looks better.
Purple French fries.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's cool, Nate, actually. There's not a lot going on with that, is there?
There's Suey.
I see.
Ain't nobody playing with you.
So is there much got to be done to it, Nate, or is it pretty much all complete?
Well, I know it works, but the starter went bad, and we broke a spark plug, or Johnny broke a spark plug.
Have you got
an alternator.
Yeah. Have you just got to pull the starter out and clean it up to get it working again, or is it toast?
Yeah, I want to try that. I want to try to clean it up and see if the brushes are.
Yeah,
there it is right there.
If you can clean a commutator up and a bit of contact cleaner and some cocktail sticks to clean it out and a bit of fine paper, do you know what? You can bring them straight back.
Yeah, they're built to last.
The hardest part is separating the bushes and holding the bushes back whilst you take the commutator out. That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
I find a good set of maybe 4 Allen keys is about the best gig to pull back the brushes out of it.
I'm gonna try it. Show.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Hey, Doug. Sorry to hear about your father, man. Hope you're well.
That's bad, Doug.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, sorry to hear about your dad, Doug.
Do you know what, Nate? That looked about 4 times bigger when it was on, when you were sat further back from it, but now you're stood against it. It looks like a little puppy dog.
Nate, you might be able to get a set.
By the way, it's on the hood, but you can barely see it. It says 446 on it.
Yeah, sweet.
I
Oh,
figure,
yeah, it needs some love.
I haven't even opened it yet, so.
I think a pressure washer would be in order.
Well, do you know what?
Yeah.
You know, if you want to go all out, that powder coat machine, if you had an oven for that would bring that up spanking.
Right.
A lot of work, though. A lot of work.
Really? Stop.
I want to say thank you to Midnight Massey Pulling Team, stopping in and saying hi.
Yeah. That's what we like to see. Like to see something on the stick.
Yeah. I was trying to think this is the lever for the hydraulic underneath. This one. Or maybe not. I don't know.
Is it not? Is there a PTO?
Yeah, well no, it's got a hydraulic system on it.
Okay.
It's even got a giant fan or a radiator.
Is there no idea where that lever goes to? You haven't traced it back yet?
I haven't even looked, honestly.
Yeah.
It looks like it goes. It looks like, okay, that's high and low.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe this one's hydraulic. No, that don't do nothing. That's probably one of these.
That looks like a stick throttle.
Okay, now I can read. If I can read something, I might be able to figure it out. All right, that's reverse and forward.
Willie says the handle underneath is your high and low.
Yeah.
Yeah, you turn this off. And then we go to StreamYard. And we're here. What's up, guys?
Okay, this one's the hydraulics.
Jason, if you keep brushing that hair of yours, you're going to be brushing your ass before long.
I just got out of the shower. I got to shape it up.
I'm sorry, guys. I sucked when I signed on.
Ed, this is what happens when you leave the back door wide open, brother. I told you, look it up.
Don't forget a little hair treatment.
Oh my god. You know what it was?
Don't you wish you could do this?
No,
oh.
Brother, I got more hair in my ears than you have in the back of your head.
I can agree with that, Mick.
I just finished putting dinner on because he just got home, and I was getting dinner going and doing my work, and I turned on your live and you looked so sad, and I didn't even think when I was turning it on I had to mute the other thing. So he's in the shower and I got this going, and then all of a sudden I heard this horrific squealing, and I guess that's when you leave the tube on with this.
I can hear her squealing right now. Your volume is so loud, it's not even funny.
Oh, no.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not being rude, but damn, it's hurting my ears.
Oh, right now it's hurting or no?
Yeah, it's loud. Your microphone is really loud. I don't know what it's like my end. Me coming to you, but your mic is killer. You're blowing Ed's ears out.
All right, hold on.
Worse than his last video.
Oh man.
Oh, Jason, I've got a video for you coming. Oh yeah, it's coming.
We got one too.
I'm gonna get you, Jason. I'm gonna get you.
Oh no.
So tonight the still should be finished and we're uploading the video. But then one day this week we're gonna do the upload from all the shopping that she did while I was at work when she was home on vacation.
She got you some stuff, didn't she? Those
content.
Those Yeah, okay. But,
I like to refer to it as content.
yeah, you can refer to it as what you like. I tell you something. It's only content when it fires up.
Well, then you're gonna eat your words. You're gonna eat your words.
You'll see.
Get all wrapped up. So, are you on your way to work, or are you done?
I'm on my way home. Yeah, I'm on my way home. So I saw Ed went live, and I was talking to Doug earlier on, and I lost connection with Doug. And yeah, I'm about half hour from home, so I thought I'd pull over. I see Ed was live, and I say me and Ed don't catch each other very often at all.
Wow.
And I like being on Ed's streams. Well, we're Small Engine guys, and I don't get a Sunday night very often. So I thought, well, he's there, and we can have a chat. So
What's your work schedule like?
you don't ask questions like that. You can't ask questions. It's not personal. It's just, it's in case someone from my firm's watching, then I'll be in a bit of trouble. So.
Oh, understand. Oh,
Yeah.
Get it. Oops, sorry.
Have you ever heard of it? You ever heard of the expression "job and knock"?
Mm-hmm.
Job or not?
Yeah. Well, at the moment, I'm knocking.
Oh, okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do when I'm on your stream, and I'm like, I gotta go. I'm hungry.
I told you he's a little young and wet behind the ears. He doesn't know all the idioms.
Well, you know what? The railroad workers by us, they're fully dressed in high visibility, clothing, no matter what season it's in.
Oh yeah, I've just been issued this today. I've got to give them this. I'm not sure what's going on with that, Ed. Ed, what's this?
What part of the body does that go on? Is that like
It looks like a face mask.
a face mask or a Jiminy Cricket hat? Hey, Nate.
Don't make me grow my mustache and beard again.
Hey, Nate, do I see a new addition on the wall there on the other side of the garage?
You like that?
Yeah.
So when we was last night over at my buddy's house, he had this. They had a big boat,
Oh my word.
or a boat trailer, and it had a billboard on it for airboat rides. And this is like their logo for the airboat ride place.
That's really cool. That looks neat.
That's cool.
Yeah, Johnny got one too.
So the tractor you're working on, right? The last time we left off, that spark plug was stuck. Did you get it out?
Nope.
Oh.
I haven't tried yet though. For the record.
All right. So you
Yeah, I spent all weekend working on my gas tank for my mini bike.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Very nice. So while Polar was cutting stuff out, you were dancing around.
Uh huh. What happened?
So is that spark plug welded right in there, then, Nate? Is it not shifting? Do you think?
It ain't moved. We put some force on that thing, man, and it didn't want to move.
Yeah.
And then I let Johnny get a hold of it, and he breaks everything he damn near touches.
Yeah, that'll be your first mistake.
Well,
Yeah.
Mr. Pate's got this hair grease he's using nowadays on his mullet. I don't know if this will loosen it up.
What's wrong with you?
I could ship this on over to you.
What's wrong with you?
You're more than welcome to it.
That'll probably break the starter loose too.
It's got to lube something up.
Well, I mean, have you tried? You haven't even tried putting some heat on it, then, right?
I haven't tried anything yet. I'm gonna see about an easy out or something.
Well, don't forget. Oh, he broke it, or he didn't break it?
He broke it right at the threads.
Yeah, it happens. Oh yeah.
Ooh. All right, that's an easy out.
Owie.
Doesn't hurt maybe to put a little bit of heat, or you know what? Believe it or not, brake fluid is very, very corrosive. You can try that too, and for future reference.
I've got it soaking. It's soaking right now. So
Yeah, I guess you pulled the head off too. Then, correct?
Huh?
Is the head off?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
So what?
The head?
So
No,
what do you have
haven't-
next in it? Sorry, Nate.
I'm sorry, I missed you, Mick. What'd you say?
What do you have currently in it? Do you have a spark plug in it that you can get to it, or is it just nothing there?
It's flush, but there's a hole going through. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? I could see down into the head, or I could see the piston.
Yeah.
Hey, Nate, did all the porcelain come out with the spark plug, or did any drop
No.
in?
Nope, it's in there.
No.
So
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna have to pull the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, pull the head.
Pull the head. Yeah.
So I gotta pull the head, and I gotta pull the starter off, which is awesome because it's all on the same side. So
Yeah, lovely.
that's convenient at least.
So what's the story behind this tractor? How'd you come across it? This thing looks old and awesome.
Yeah. So what it is, that machine shop in some of my videos where my friend works, he's a real good friend of mine. I've known him for like 15 years. And his dad has always been it. Actually, if you go back and watch one of my videos, it's got hit or miss engines in it.
Wow.
I'm at like a fair.
Okay.
It's his dad he owns all these hit or miss engines. He restores them, rebuilds them, gets them running again, paints them up brand new, and takes them all over the place. He's pretty much retired, you know what I mean? But he owned that machine shop, and he let his two sons work at it. So my buddy Keith, he's a real good friend of mine. This is his dad's tractor, and I've been eyeballing it because it just sits out in the weather all the time, you know. And it was at the machine shop. Well, they're closing the machine shop now. And I told him, I said, dude, just let's bring it to my house and let me get her back going again, man. I just love working on that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And he's like, well, it's just going to sit in my yard and rot anyway, you know?
Now, what kind of engine is on there? It kind of looks like almost like an old school Opie.
It's a Onan.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that thing's tough as nails.
I got a Sears Suburban too. I don't know if you've ever seen that one.
Oh, okay. No, we have to go through a couple of we have to go through your videos. We have to go through Lucky's. We've been going through what's the other Boneyard, because he's in Southampton, so he's very local to us. So I was
Boneyard's my boy.
Oh, okay.
That's my man. Everybody that comes in these streams right here is family to me. I give you the shirt off my back for them.
What size what size t-shirt do you take, Nate? I'm just asking.
I got a thrift store shirt on. This is a cool shirt. It's a thrift store shirt. My mom found it for like $2.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Hey, Nate, would you like a nice Mrs. Pate's performance shirt?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you we're editing the name.
I'll have one of your other t-shirts that you're going to design. What's the logo you're going to put on the front of it? I'm sexy and I what?
And I blow it.
I
I don't know where she gets this from. I don't know.
Well, it was better than my original. I came up with, if it's green, I grow it, but it's probably not a good line for a t-shirt.
No, probably not.
I'm going to go back
Step
to...
out of the car, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Back to a drawing board on that one.
Mm-hmm. Working on it. I'll just keep buying them backpack blowers.
Please. She almost bought another one today. I had to curb her. Please stop. Please stop. I was
He was nickel and diming me, this guy.
I was trying. I cleared out space. I wanted to get either a lawn tractor in the garage or a nice commercial grade lawnmower. And then I give her a week off. Like, I didn't give her. She gets a week off.
You didn't give
and
me
she
nothing.
completely nixed everything that I've tried to accomplish and do in just maybe 2 or 3 days. And I just gave it.
There's just some good deals out there. There's some good deals on like blowers.
Ed, in your little desk where your computer is made, do you have that little drawer with them box of violins that you can play for Jason down here? Because I'm thinking we need a song.
It's in the beer for at work. You know,
We don't even need it. I actually can play the violin.
Oh,
Let me get the real one out.
problem. You always need to check for camera before you bring people up on the panel. Told you once, I've told you twice.
I'm not popular enough to get catfished and all that, man.
Wait, so you've been catfished on your stream or no?
Nick
you
has.
catfished on your stream?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had this weird fella turn up with a mullet, didn't I, Ed?
I was there.
I'm deadly serious. He was doing all godly of manner things in my basement. I had to bleach the floor of the basement after he had gone. And he was dirty.
I heard all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He thought he was an aviator.
Well, I mean, in our industry, in our group, we call certain things big ends and what have you. He had a little end. It weren't big enough to push no piston. You hear what I'm saying?
Uh-oh. There.
I love them.
Nice
I like
color.
the one I painted you, Nate.
Huh?
Where's the one I painted you?
I didn't hear you.
Where's the one I painted you?
I just showed you.
I didn't see it. I seen Polar Bear. Yep,
Yeah,
that's the one I painted.
Aw,
Love it.
Mama.
Cool.
Right up there next to the shop boss. And there's
That's
Lucky
right.
Seven.
That's right.
Aw.
So wait, so Polar, so at your job, how many bays is your shop? Your shop is freaking beautiful. It's huge. It's well lit. It's clean.
You're specific.
It's everything my job isn't. And we work for a multi-million-dollar company. It's crazy.
That's because
And
the
Teeny was
biggest problem you have is you allow your missus to go out and get stuff for you. You need to rein her right in, brother. That's your problem. You turn up and there's 15 items on the driveway that she paid $100 a piece for. That's when you when you pull it one time, the pull cord comes off in your hand. You know what I'm saying? You need to rein her in.
Listen, so
You did something wrong.
I don't wanna spoil one of the next videos coming up, right? But she is convinced that I sabotaged that backpack blow.
He did.
And so what I started to
He
shoot the
probably
video.
did.
I
He
s-
did.
I started the video
Yeah.
Well,
He did.
on
hang
her
on.
phone.
The evidence is there. I could tell by the tone of your voice in your video that you were not even happy to do the intro, let alone work on the machine. I could tell.
I mean, I pulled that pull cord, and it was the icing on the cake, and I could eat the cake without the icing. I was like, oh my god!
I tell you something. When you pulled it for the first time and it come off in your hand, I darn near saw myself.
I was this close to kicking the machine, but then I realized I didn't have my steel toe boots on. Because if I would have punted that machine, I couldn't have broke because it was already broken already. There was no foul.
Yeah, but did you have the boots on because the shit was getting deep, or you just had boots up?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Hey, I got to get in the house, guys. I told the wife I'd be on for like 5 minutes.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, Dave. Have a good one.
Y'all have a good night.
That was a pretty good
Almost
upload.
as close as
You guys
I-
gotta jump on the channel and take a look at that. I mean, the premise behind that was that she brought home this backpack load. She got catfished. She saw the pictures. It looked great. And she went to go look at it, and it was completely different than what the guy had. So she negotiated the price. She bought it.
There's no way he even used the same pictures of that same piece of equipment. Like it was it was still the same BR 700, but not that one.
Yeah,
Not
no,
that one. Maybe the
definitely-
first day he bought it home. Maybe
Yes.
that was about it.
So
It could have been that he downloaded a picture somewhere and put it on his.
So instead of it being quick and easy, you spend a little, so you have to do less work.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to turn a nice profit, but just the whole premise behind it, the guys have been ragging on her, because this was like the first video she tried to make. So she tried making like an intro.
I can hang with the best of them, but
Oh
I
my
came
God.
back with a vengeance this week.
Yeah. Her intro.
My teacher friends are ragging on me now because they were like, "Are you serious? What did you do all week?" I bought equipment.
Her intro to her video was like 6 minutes long, and I made it as 2 minutes. And I'm like, I told her, listen, I'm not using it, but she's crying. I'm like, this is the worst thing ever.
You know what I'm crying about? Because when I did it, I watched one of his old videos for inspiration.
Please.
So I modeled it after his nonsense.
No. Just straight up yapping for 6 minutes.
I tell you something, you two need to find a separate room, I tell you, because you're going to end up killing yourselves, I tell you two. Oh, Lord.
I'm going to be hugging a Red Max at night. That's what I'm going to tell you. He better start cozying up with that hedge trimmer he just got. That's for sure.
Was that head trimmer for his hair or what?
I like your thinking. Multi-purpose.
Well, you know what? So we got tips from Bama Mudmower because the mower's going to go through another phase.
Oh,
He said I need to get shampoo for a horse. So we got to go someplace to get like a Tractor Supply or Farm and Fleet, and I got to get horse shampoo. An appointment with the veterinarian.
It's so sad.
Give me some products.
It's so sad.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it looks like you two are having fun doing what you're doing, and you know what? That's what it's all about.
That's right.
You gotta have fun because it shouldn't be hard work, despite the fact your wife is bringing back machines that are hard work to work on. At least you are having fun doing it, and that's what it's all about. You should enjoy it.
Yeah.
No, it's good conversation. I mean, then you guys ragging on her because we've had this backpack blow for a month because she's like, well, you can't do a video unless I redo the intro. So it took her a month to redo the intro.
You actually just posted it for sale.
Yeah, I just posted. I finished it. I just posted it up for sale. So we'll see what it brings. But, it's
Trust me, I can imagine the conversation you were having when you were sat across a dinner table about that backpack blower. I can imagine that conversation.
Oh, for a whole month. So what are you doing? I says this thing is gonna. You bought it running, right? She bought it running. I says the longer it sits, the longer it's not going to become running. But it is what it is. It's done. So wait, so Craig, where are you guys from?
We're in Kansas.
Oh, okay. So we're in New York, Long Island.
I love
Oh,
it.
nice. The Big Apple.
You guys getting snow?
Oh my God. I'm sorry. He asked everybody that question.
No, but it's cold here. 3 weeks ago, it was in the 70s, and it was gorgeous. And then the next day, just
Down into the
it's
teens
cold, but they're calling for snow and rain
tonight.
Okay. Do you guys usually get snow in general, or you guys?
Not very much.
It's hit and miss. Sometimes we might get a foot. Sometimes we might get 3 inches all winter. It really just varies.
We're on the deep run. We used to get a lot of snow, and these past 2 winters have been very, very dry. If we got 3 inches this winter, that's a lot.
The only reason Jason is asking is because he's on the hunt to try and get rid of the 14 snowblowers he's got in his shed.
You like snowblowers.
Or do you have any extra rooms where we can hang out for a week and I could just sell a couple of snowblowers or do a couple of videos?
We like to sleep over.
We don't
I can do yours, and we can figure something out.
Well, maybe Craig can also show you how to grow a beard because at least he has a nice. Craig, do you see he's even got some spots?
This is like
That's a nice
2 weeks.
What?
He'll shave his off, and with the next day, they'll already be that long.
Really? Oh, beautiful.
Well, I need to go to the veterinarian. I need horse shampoo.
He gets
That's it.
little spots. He can't grow in some of his spots.
Well,
If you look close,
you get gray hair. Stop talking about.
I pay good money to make these grays go away, my honey. And at least I don't care still. Listen,
You know what I was thinking? He's got that bald spot in the back of his hair.
maybe my extra.
Yes, I do. I do.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I was thinking. And you know they have that Velcro. The Velcro
No,
taped to his bald spot, and then the hair off that.
well,
And then he can pull it off when he don't want it off.
Or
you got any of that black spray paint left over from the Honda?
flip it off. One of those shower head things, those shower caps or a swimming cap, and then he could just slide that on, and then you have instant hair.
so I
And
was
if
joking
he has it
around with
long enough, he can put it in a man bun.
her. Never.
Oh, you got
Never.
limits.
I have limits.
Oh,
No.
wow. That's the worst.
If he put the man bun on, though, Brandon's gonna want to hang out with him. So
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Brandon can hang out with you all day.
I got a group of guys next door that are dying to hang out with me. Please, I
Hey,
gotta
Mark.
I gotta
They
know.
like him better than me, if you know what I mean.
It's funny. It's funny. When we first bought our home here, the
They got a
person
hot tub.
the person we purchased the home from came by and said, "Hey, listen, which bedroom did you pick as yours?" And let's backtrack. We bought the house, and we're doing some yard work outside, and these two guys come over, and we're all hot and sweaty, and they're, "Oh, hi, how are you?" For the first time, we're exchanging, and they said, "Jason, if you ever want to cool off in our hot tub, just come on over."
They didn't ask me.
And I'm like, who wants to cool off in a hot tub? You can't cool off in a hot tub. So I'm like waiting for the next. No, nothing. All right. See you guys later. Talking to her like, oh, that's weird. Oh, we're talking weird in front of them. So next thing you know, the guy who we purchased the house from comes along and says, "Hey, how's everything? Which bedroom did you guys pick?" And so we told him which
And
one
he
we
goes,
picked.
"You picked the corner room as your bedroom?" I said, "Yeah, that's our master bedroom." Oh, we wouldn't have picked that one for you. That's right over their hot tub next door.
So
And I said, "Why? What's the issue?" And he was like, "Well, just wait till the weather gets nice, Mrs. Pate. You'll see." And sure enough, he was working overnight. Oh, good Lord. Oh, good Lord. The sounds that come from the hot tub.
so it's funny. So one of them is deaf. So he's the female. So he sounds like a dying
You are
horse.
so rude.
He sounds like a
So
dying.
did you record it so you could air it so we could hear it?
What was that?
Oh, can you hear it? We got a
He
sound.
wanted to know if you recorded it.
We've got we could play a radio, a sound machine. Oh my good Lord. It is way too close to under our bedroom window. That's what it is. And now they bake for him, they cook for him. They come over and they'll be like, "Oh, we just made some cupcakes, or we made a casserole. Is Jason home? Is Jason home?"
But they're twisted. They're twisted in a sick way. So
They can have you.
It's the mullet. It's the mullet.
so they made cupcakes and they had like 2 nuts on the top.
Oh, don't
And I'm
tell
like-
that story. That was just.
I didn't think anything of it. So I'm like, I don't want this. So she bites into it, and they had a nut in the middle. And she's like, "Oh, my teeth! I couldn't chip my teeth." So I says, "Oh, okay." So the next thing you know, we see them and we have to give them their Tupperware back. I says, "Hey, listen, the next time you guys make something, let us know if there's something inside. My wife could have chipped her teeth." So he starts laughing. He's like, "Oh, you didn't get it?" I'm like, "No." So he had the 2 nuts on top, and then the nut sitting straight down on the bottom, so you could take a guess what they were trying to mimic. I'm like,
Exactly.
They weren't for me.
They weren't.
Wow.
I'm like, oh my god. I was like, who does this? Who does this? Nobody else does this but them.
Mm.
I think.
So, man, I'm dying to know. Do you have any original pictures of when this manscape of yours had a full head of hair?
Yeah, I've got a photograph of it. Yeah, definitely.
I think one of those pictures needs to make one of your next lives.
I'll
dying to see.
okay.
That-
Have you seen him with his wig on?
Well, because
Oh
Bob,
yeah, he has a wig.
no, like,
You haven't seen it?
look, you remember you went
Gorgeous.
to the cupcakes.
I know Obama says he used to have a mullet. What was the former Mick?
I'll do you a deal. I'll show you a photograph of when I had hair when you shave yours off.
When I shaved mine off?
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to grow mine again.
because it ain't never gonna happen.
Oh.
Has she seen you with your wig on?
No.
I got rid of a wig, and as it goes, I was having a clear out, and I did a little joke thing because I got trolled, and I trolled with troll and got him back, and yeah, that's
Now he's
gone.
in witness protection.
Hey,
Now mixing witness protection. That identity's now hidden.
Yeah.
I tell you, he wouldn't have trolled me if he's in the UK. I can assure you of that.
Is that really what that orange hood is all about, man?
Did you just say orange?
Orange.
Orange.
Oh
Orange.
gosh.
Orange.
That's multi-purpose. It could be a neck warmer, it could be a face warmer, and it could be a full-on hood.
Yeah, but they've given me one of these things. They call it a snud over here.
Yep.
I don't know if I call it the same over there. Yeah, I've got a snud, and then they give me this other device which it bolts to your hard hat, and it comes down the sides, and it's like a built-in hard hat head warmer balaclava or something.
Yeah, it's called a hard hat liner.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, one of them. Give me one of them as well.
Is that supposed to like protect your neck
Is
from
that-
like the
is that-
sunlight or wind?
No, probably just the wind. That's why I have the beard to keep me out of the oven.
Is it supposed to protect me from where?
Like the wind and the sunlight and all that?
When you say sunlight, are you referring to when I work out till 3 in the morning?
I think it's to help people see them. Like,
I think
like yellow and orange.
Oh, you work at night hours only. I didn't know that piece.
Is that Chinook made out of Nomex? Is it fire resistant?
Yeah. I think it's in the back of the van. To be fair, it's going to be a bit of a gimmick because it's quite stiff. It's made out of like a fire-resistant Gore-Tex or something, and it looks quite stiff. So I don't know whether I'm going to go for it or not. This is ideal for me. A little snud. I'll just put a hat on, you know. We don't get the weather, you know. We only get to -17 is about the coldest I've ever worked in. It ain't that bad. I'm not. I ain't made of sugar. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah, well, 0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So
Yeah, it don't get that cold over here. And to be fair, Craig, I ain't never out long enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm never out long enough. I generally work for about 3 hours a night. That's maximum. By the time it takes me longer to get there and get back home. It takes me the longest. But I'm only out for about 3 hours. We have to be on before once the last train has run, and back off before the first train runs in the morning. So,
They were saying, what railroad was that they had a derailing in today?
I don't know.
There was a train that derailed today.
I don't know. Mick probably wouldn't know. He's in the UK. So
Right.
yeah, we don't get no.
we didn't care about the American locomotives, just the UK.
We have about 3 derailments a day in the UK, give or take. I mean, minor ones, not just where they pop off. So it's a very common thing. Very common. It's when it goes bad. You know, when they're going flat out. That's when issues occur. But
Yeah, when you got more than 3 cars laying on the other side, and you got debris all over the place, it's a bad day.
Yeah, mate, I went to one derailment probably about 10 years ago now. That's the worst I've seen. A bloke was driving a Subaru Impreza, which is a bit like a sports car, and he went over a crossing, and the winter sun was down in the morning, and he got blinded, and he hit the barrier, because over here we have barriers that go up and down over here.
Oh, okay.
He hit the barrier, and instead of keep going, he stopped. He looked round, and there was the express train. It hit him at 90 miles an hour.
Wow.
Obliterated him.
He survived. It cut the car into 3 different pieces, and it actually extracted the engine from the engine bay. Took it out.
He was lucky. Lucky.
Do you know what? I think he was in the most center part of the impact, and everything else just unfolded around him. Crazy.
Very lucky.
That's awesome. At least he's okay.
Hey, Redneck.
He was okay, but I think he had to go and tip his pants out. That's about the most he had to go and do. But we had 3/4 of a mile, 3/4 of a mile of track was ripped up, and 12 carriages on the floor.
Wow.
We were there for about 6 days putting that back together. Yeah.
Hi, Redneck.
They-
Redneck
I'm
Garage.
Midnight.
with us, we have to. Well, I used to work overnights, and we had a fleet account with the paper company. So I had to jump in a service truck, and I'd really hate to use the word babysit, but you'd have to wait for trucks to break down and fix them because you had to be Johnny on the spot.
Yeah.
And every time they got into an accident, I would have to show up because tow trucks are very expensive. So if we could just put the truck back together just enough to get it home, you know, it was a good call. So one day they called me, and I had to go on an accident. And I mean, they knew the guy died. Like, why would you call me? There is nothing I could do for you. So they would travel on the expressway, and they would find the groove, because the truck driving like a groove, so the road's preformed. They would bury the steering wheel, set the cruise control, and the truck would ride in the groove, and the guy would be on the back of the truck climbing up the groove, going straight down the highway.
Yeah.
Something happened. The truck got out of the groove. He got ejected, and he got caught between the truck and the barrier and took him right off.
Yeah.
Right? Why would you call me? What do you want me to do? What can I do? No one's going to release that truck now, right? So I was literally there, looking, following the trail down the barrier. I'm like, ugh.
Well, I can assure you.
I've never seen that before till then. And I'm but it's like, I don't know, man. It's just wild, man. Wild.
Look, I can assure you, I've been on the railway now. It's getting on for 20 years now. And when I first joined, we used to get called to a lot of fatalities back in the day. And all I'm saying to you is you don't take a body bag. You take a jet wash.
Yeah. There's not the guys like pulverized, like the guys split in half. What the hell you want me to do?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't get it no more. We got a specialist team go and do it now, because it was ruining people's lives. People were turning up to clear this stuff up, and yeah, it was bad.
Now, how long have you been working overnights? We
have over here in the UK. We have pretty much 24/7 cover. So we have a team start at about 6 a.m. till about 4:30 at night. Then another team comes in from 4 till 8. Then another team from 8 till about 6.
Yeah.
So we got 24-hour cover.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how long have you been working overnights?
Nights on this part of the job, I've been doing it for 4 years, and then I was a manager and a supervisor for 8 years. And when I was a soup and a manager, I would do days, nights, call outs, whatever, and that's what was wrecking me. I was doing a full day and then go home, get my dinner on my table, and the phone would ring. I'm back out all night,
No.
So no, I took this one. This is normally 11 at night till 6 in the morning. That's my hours. But hey, it's what time is it now? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I've been yakking for an hour, so I could have been in bed by now, snoring my head off and done. But it's a Pull a Bear Edge show, and I thought I'd better come and see you.
That's right. Absolutely. Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody being here.
Right. So Paul, you never answered my question. So how big is your shop? Because that place is beautiful.
It's 10,000 square feet. From where that rack, if you're looking at that rack, there's a door on each end of the garage. It's 12 by 15 doors on each end. And I can get 6 vehicles across my side of the shop. And we can get 9 across the other side, but there's equipment stuff that parks there.
Wow.
And then while those are parked there, we can get 3 across running from door to door, 4 or 5 vehicles long.
Oh, wow. And how many lifts do you guys have?
I've got 2 2-post lifts and a like a tractor table, the motorcycle lift tables.
Okay.
I'm the only mechanic there, so 2 lifts is plenty.
Oh, wow. Because we were watching that video, there was another guy and then a lady popped up. So
that was my son-in-law and her daughter, or my daughter. I was working on that stuff after hours.
Oh, okay. So is that your shop or you?
That's my workshop. That's where I work at.
So where's your? How come you got to put your Impala there? What's up?
Yeah, we got 53 vehicles, and 2/3 of them park inside.
That's crazy.
It's like sour beans at night.
The crazy thing is that Jason's garage is much the same. He's got all that room in the garage, and all his vehicles are in the garage. 15 snow blowers, 25 strimmers, 46 backpacks.
First it was full with snow blowers. I mean,
at home, I got a 2.5 car garage, and I can't get a vehicle in it.
well, you're full of mud mowers, puller tractors. I think I have at home. I have I have a double bay toolbox with a top, and another single bay toolbox. I have another. I got tools for days.
But then he keeps like buying more to store in the basement for when the garage gets built out. Like it's always, don't worry, Chris, I'm gonna put this in the basement for when the garage gets built out.
Well, when it gets really cold, I used to bring stuff in the basement and work on it, and I got tired of lugging tools. So I bought a set.
I'll give you a tip, Jason. That's what the dining room table is for. When it gets
No. There's very few non-negotiables. So our dining room table is actually, we ate off of like a fold-up table for like the first 4 years in this house. It's a old barnyard table from a
So it's old, so therefore it don't matter. Ed, back a man up.
No,
Kitchen
this
table
costs
is
like 3 mortgage payments. No.
You will find a kitchen table is the perfect height to take a sump out of an engine. Perfect height.
You know what?
Actually, the kitchen island works better.
He starts using my dining room table. He better start cozying up to that red Max blower and frequenting the neighbor's house for action, because that's about as far as it's gonna go.
I didn't put a 5-penny piece in just to start an argument. I'm just saying I'm right and you're wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but remember.
How's the suction on that blower, babe? See how that works out?
Oh my!
We just went X-rated straight away.
But remember when you let
Hope
me?
you got that still going real good.
She let me work on a snowblower in the entryway. We very, 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 very when we were first married.
But you're sloppy when you work. You're sloppy.
I recommend that you move to someplace like Kansas before you start working on things on her dining room table. To a shop outside, so you're not out in the cold weather at the end of the day.
Brandon just said a dishwasher makes a great parts washer.
Yes, it
So-
does.
Oh, and I like the powder coat in the oven.
yeah.
Hey,
I guess you're not. I guess you'll be eating more of those nutty cupcakes with
you
special
got that.
prizes in them for the boys next door. So
Oh,
no problem.
All I'm
You
hearing
guys-
is all I'm hearing is blah blah blah.
You guys laugh.
Use all the things he wants in this house, but then we're gonna have to come up with solutions for why I can't use those pieces of equipment anymore, like the dining room table or the dishwasher. See what the boys next door could do for you.
They just redid their kitchen. Remember they wanted to show me? That's the
I'm
one thing
sure
I won't
they
do.
do.
I won't go
I'm
next door
sure
alone.
they
I won't
do.
go. I won't go inside their home.
I think you two
No.
need to do. You two need to go and see Jerry Springer because you got some stuff to iron out. You two have. I'm telling you, you need to get on there and hear that ding ding.
You guys laugh. My buddy had a portable dishwasher in his garage to clean parts with.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty neat. Like, because it
Yeah.
gets hot. That makes sense. I have a regular parts washer. I have, with the solution in the sink.
Well,
Jason?
he would use that, and then he'd put Dawn dishwashing soap in it, and turn it on and let it run through the real hot cycle, and engines and parts and everything would come out spotless.
You could have one of those out
Say
there.
we could add that to the garage. Thank you for sharing that.
That's
Jason,
a suggestion.
Jason, I'm trying to help you out, Jason. I've seen your carburetor station, and if you just moved into the dining room, you'll be fine. Nice and sterile.
Yeah, I'm sure that the ethanol gas that they use now will be real good on the wood finish of the table.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what?
Especially since we spent extra for the finish on that, I'm sure that'll work out real nice.
And
It's reclaimed wood, so we're just claiming something back.
You might want to do it one eye.
there's an added bonus when you open your front door up and you just smell that 2-stroke oil going through the house. It is like heaven. You know what I mean? You know, none of that roses and 12 islands tropical stuff going. You can smell that 2-stroke oil and that gasoline on the table. It's like, oh, what's for dinner? Do you know what I mean?
Well,
Polar Bear, you know how Mick exits people out of his StreamYard at some point? Don't you have a magic button? You can exit him out.
It's broke. I can't knock anybody out.
It's broke.
I don't know. Hey, Mark, are you still in here? My buddy Mark? He's got an engine in his bedroom that's we're getting ready to put together.
Oh, there you go.
And his wife lets him.
Yeah. See, that's a real wife. Mrs. P loves it. Loves it when I hang up.
Raj says his wife makes him use the hose in the summertime. Now that's a woman I could be friends with. I like it.
yeah, but remember when they did the driveway? You want to power wash me?
I did want to power wash him. Did you? So I wanted to hire someone to retar our driveway. Instead, I manned up and I retarred the driveway with him, which we have pictures from. But again, he's sloppy when he works. Like he had tar from head to toe. I look like I'm professional.
Why don't you just kick a man whilst he's down? There's nothing sloppy, Jace. There's nothing sloppy about you.
He gets into his work.
Thank you.
The only reason I didn't make him undress on the front stoop because he said he didn't want the neighbors to see him naked. So, but I wanted to take a power washer to him. It was so bad. But then he goes, "It's gonna be so cold coming out of the power washer."
But
It will be definitely. It won't feel the temperature. All he'll feel is just the sting of the water jet.
It'll warm up, right?
Well, we'll put a nice tip on there, so it kind of
That is, of course, if you can get the darn pressure washers to start in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
But we have
Well,
electric.
not only that, but he wouldn't have to worry about hair follicles after the pressure washer either. Maybe part of his skin, you know.
Make sure he gets a wax job too.
Yeah, get the pearl wax liquid to go in the pressure washer.
My God. You know what? I had no idea this stream was going to go this way, Ed. I just thought it'd be a nice, quiet, chilled out, talking about reseating valves and what have you, and look what's happened. I dare you.
It's all your fault, Meg.
Hey, my cheap seat. Don't go give me a hard time. I'm saying you know me, I'm not one to come into something and stir it up.
Yeah, just throw him in the back of Mandingo next time and take him to the car wash.
Right? It's an 8-foot bed. He's 4'11". There's plenty of room.
You're not. You're 4'11".
No.
I'll get hey, how many fingers am I holding up? You got one guess. One guess. Got one guess how many fingers I'm holding up behind this hand.
You're 4'11".
Look at no.
You might have to strap him in there so he don't get blown out by the jets.
Wait, he can hold. I'll hold him down with my still blower.
Yeah, just wear this. Wear this. Got the frame sticks now.
Fill it with rocks.
You do have tie down straps, so he won't blow away, right?
We do.
We do.
Harbor Freight's finest.
Oh, you got to go to Home Depot and get the Husky ones because they have the ratchet lock.
Oh, that's a great suggestion, though. Great suggestion. See? All the things I'm taking notes on. You take notes on our giveaway. I'll take notes on ways to improve your shower.
I don't like to give away anything. This giveaway on our channel is all because of you. Ridiculous.
I tried to do a giveaway, but nobody wanted my electric bill or my gas bill or my cable bill.
For the taxes.
Yeah, it's funny how that works when you try to give important stuff away. They don't want
Nobody wants that, right?
No.
No, everybody wants his.
Mm-hmm.
That.
We did a giveaway for Christmas. We had
it.
They all want his Model A instead.
I didn't enter a giveaway in case you want to give away that still blow. That's why I didn't enter it.
I'll give you a piece of Pate's Performance history. You could have the frame. Or what piece of it do you want?
yeah, exactly. Do you know what? I don't think that frame was broken originally. I think that frame was broken in the edited part of the video, but you were throwing it around the driveway. That's what I Oh, yeah, it's broken now. Look at how broken that is.
Hey, not to change the subject or anything, but I noticed on your page, Mick, you have a banister or a banner. Which
your
they
channel art.
It's called channel. Yeah. How do I go about doing that? I tried to do one, and it said it was too small.
Okay, so you mean a banner for your YouTube channel?
Yes.
Okay, I'll email you over a template. And the software. I'm assuming it'll be the same software. What you have to do is. There's a special template that you do, and it shows up 3 different sizes. One is for desktop, one is for TV, and one is for phone. And you have to populate the stuff within the template so that when you click on it on your phone, you get that little image, and when you go on the TV, it blows it right up. I'll email you over the template to it so you can see it, and then I'll send you a link. It is a little bit tricky to do. But if you've got a cup of coffee in an hour of time, it's doable.
Okay, because I went ahead and I went somewhere and I set one up. It looked good. I went to put it on my thing and it said it was too small.
Yeah, there's actually a template you got to work to that it's specially designed for YouTube, and it's on my PC. I'll email it over and the software that I used, and then you just.
Craig set me one up, and it's on there now, but that's not what I want.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a default YouTube one, and it's just like
it
a
took me
or something.
And that way, Ed could do one on his too, because I seen one that had a polar bear on it, and I thought that would look cool for Ed's.
Yeah, it took me about 2 hours originally to figure it out, and then once I figured out how it all works, it then took me like 15 minutes just to put it together.
I think Ed is cool on his very own. You
Say
should just
again.
do a picture of Ed.
Yeah, Ed's decals are cool. You have a really cool design. I
You
like
do.
that.
I like them a lot. Ed.
I'm not a jealous person. I'm jealous.
Those are cool.
All I'm saying is get in line, because there's a line for those stickers. Damn it! I've been waiting for them.
Redneck, that's so cool. Redneck was saying he's got giveaways on his channel too. We're following you, Redneck.
We subscribed to him. Sorry, now we gotta
Yeah.
go through. Now we gotta go
And you
through.
know what? Ken was talking about in his live take. He's got a really cool giveaway going on when he reaches 1,000 too. That's an awesome giveaway he's got happening too. A lot of good stuff going on out there, guys.
Yeah. I think Greg and I are subscribed to you already. At least I know I am.
Yeah,
Aw,
thank you.
thank you.
Love
Oh
you
yeah, that's
guys.
right. That's
Thank
right. So
you.
that's right, Kathy. You are, because remember I said made in America, just like me.
That's right. That's right.
He's gonna wear a rock with this hair. I don't know. I don't know where that is.
I was personally thinking of unsubscribing unless you shave that mullet off, brother. Because I can't be.
Sorry, that happened. Remember, you're denying Riley some money.
No,
for,
that child. That was the first time I got to see him the other day. He is delicious. And I have taught a lot of children in 19 years of teaching. He is a cutie pie.
So for
So leave his hair alone.
So for people who are watching, Mick has a younger son, and I challenge Mick
Leave his hair alone.
that if Riley grows a mullet,
No.
I will send him $100 cash money for the better of Riley's, for education, all the
No.
chicken McNuggies and Big Macs.
No.
And Mick is saying no. Mick is
That's not
denying
enough, though.
a better future.
That's not near enough.
Deny him happiness.
Yeah. Craig.
There's a little helping
Whoa. What did Craig just say?
It's not enough.
Thank you, buddy.
Exactly.
I've got your back too.
Exactly.
Wait. From what I understand, well, $100 in the UK is how much?
$100 in the UK is not enough. Yeah, it's
If
crazy.
you
Anyway.
send $100 plus $50 maybe in those little eggs that he
You know-
loves that have toys in it.
At the end of the day, I'm not going to make my little boy grow a mullet so he can be kicked around the playground. It ain't going to happen.
No. No.
I'd say if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna send him $100, you got to send him 100 Kinder eggs, and then you got to send him a full-on hockey outfit where he can defend himself in the schoolyard.
There you go.
Exactly that. I'm surprised, Jason, you're not getting beaten up at work at the moment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, they love it. They love it.
Oh,
So-
he hasn't shared with you. I've had to pick him up a few times. They've locked him out of his truck.
It's not a hockey outfit, a football.
Maybe he
outfit.
Well, you know why he doesn't get picked on, Mick? Because they don't have the stop and frisk in New York anymore.
The only reason he doesn't get picked on at work is because I teach kindergarten in the same town he works in, and all the guys know it. So they know they'll never pick on a teacher's husband because they know that they're going to get put in timeout. So
Yeah. How many times this week, Jason, have you been put in time out this week?
in fact,
Just enough for me to fix the
it's
blow
almost
up.
his bedtime now.
Every workplace has that one special guy.
Yeah.
Just kind of ignore him and say, yeah, that's just such and such. Just ignore him, and he's harmless. You know?
Yeah. He's just going for a thing, Adam. This is what we call going through a stage in your life, Jason. It'll pass. Normally,
His
Normally-
mother has said he's been going through a lot of those phases since he was born. It never ended.
normally most people they buy a sports car or they want a convertible. No, not Jason. He wants to just grow a mullet. It's a phase. You'll grow out of it just like your hair.
When we got married, my parents, my mother had been passed quite a number of years before we got married, but so his mother stepped in and played quite a nice role, and it was interesting. She didn't give me many words of wisdom. She just
No backseat, she
before
said.
I walked down the aisle, she said, "I love you," and no backsies. I don't want him back.
Is it true that when you two got married, the vicar asked you, he said, do you take Jason to be your husband? And you said, yes, obviously. Is it true that he said, I'll ask you again?
He actually pinched me and said, are you sure?
Well, you know, Mick, we can cure the mullet phase just by sending him some parachute pants.
Yeah. Right, people, it's what time is it here? 1:30 in the morning. I've got to go. I've really enjoyed myself. I don't get to see you guys enough as I'd like to because of the time difference, but it's been cool. I'm going home, get my head down, and I've got stuff to do tomorrow. So I'm out, but I'll see you all on another event.
Take care, Mick.
It was good seeing you.
Give
Be
him
safe.
Riley Hodes for us.
Yes, give them hugs.
Oh,
Will do.
nice.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Hey, look, we have bars of confusion.
Hold on, the most important people are here.
So what did you work on this week at work, Polar? You had the spare tire. Any crazy projects at the shop?
I replaced some lug studs on an Isuzu NQR.
Oh, on the front of the rear.
Front left side.
Okay.
Did some other small engine stuff, some blowers, and we have Hustler 0 turns, the Super Z's.
Yeah. How big?
We have two 260s, 272s,
God,
a 60, and a 104. And then on one of them, sometime during the summer, they actually broke the frame on the bottom of the seat, and nobody said anything to them. When we were getting ready to put them in the winter storage, I jumped on one to drive it up to winter storage, and I laid back.
Oh,
I was like, homie, I'm like, what the hell's up with this shit? You know? And so I fixed that. This is the time of the year that we have to go through and evaluate all of our vehicles and stuff for like rust and mechanical and all that, and start getting our request together. Not a wish list, it's a budget. You know, what we beg for budget money every year. So this is the time of year I start doing that. And so I started getting that list together.
So you do landscaping as well?
No, I am just a mechanic, but I work at a university. So we have groundskeepers, maintenance guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
He takes care of all the different departments, mechanical stuff. So any university vehicles, mowers, golf carts, leaf blowers, weed eaters, all that, any and all that stuff. He manages all that.
He's the man.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's like cat's meow. A little bit of everything. Nice
So
job.
next time you need help on that string pulling on your tractor, just get a hold of Ed.
Well, we've got 53 on-highway use vehicles, and then additional roughly 60 off-highway use vehicles, including like push mowers, blowers, weed eaters. We've got 14 golf carts, and then I also do like fabricating and stuff. Like if they need brackets and stuff built,
yeah, of course.
I do that. You know. Yeah, and I'm the only mechanic.
Has it always been like that, or?
No, at one point in time we had 2.5 guys. One guy would like help up on campus and stuff, and then if we needed help down in the shop, he would come and like run parts or do whatever for us.
Okay.
And then the guy that was my boss, my supervisor, he quit. They came to me and said, hey, can you handle doing the mechanical? We'll have, there's a couple of the grounds guys that are pretty handy. They can do oil changes and stuff like that on their mowers and that kind of stuff, sharpen blades and all that. They said, well, we'll have them help you whenever it's needed. I'm like, sure, it'll be overtime and stuff for me. And that went by the wayside real quick. And then all of a sudden, they dropped all the supervisor's paperwork that he was taking care of on my desk and said, yeah, you need to take care of this too.
Oh my.
Oof.
So I spend probably 4 or 5 days a month in my office all day long doing nothing but paperwork.
Oh my.
No.
Now, Ed, I know my John Deere came from a university here in New York. Does your university or campus ever have like send equipment off for auction and whatnot?
We do, but most of the time, the way it works, anything we get rid of, if we don't trade it in on something else, it goes up for sealed bid within the campus community first. If we don't get it high enough, because we have a minimum bid you have to bid. If nobody takes that, and then we open it up to outside sales, and then if it doesn't go there, then we find other alternatives. But here lately, we've been trading a lot of stuff in, just because about a year and a half ago, we had a little bit of a issue. Somebody didn't believe that we were doing the highest sealed bid thing.
Oh, okay.
They missed out on a van. The van was not very good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we set a minimum bid of $700 on the van, and the highest bid we got was $950.
Okay.
Okay, hey, it's sold. There was 5 people bidding on it, and they wanted to see the sealed bids, and we're like, we don't do that. And so then from that point on, we got a local car dealership that sponsors like the football team. They donate a lot of money and everything. The last 5 vehicles we got rid of, we went to them and said, hey, make us an offer on these. And they were within like the blue book value of what the car was worth or vehicle was worth. Away they went.
Oh, wow. So how she got her John Deere is that it was supposed to go to auction, but they forgot to put it in.
Mm-hmm.
So they told them, like, the guy told them, like, listen, you have to scrap this thing, because they weren't allowed to take the equipment home.
Yeah.
So she found it on Craigslist. So we drove all the way up to New Paltz. It's like almost 2 hours. And
it was so worth it.
it was, yeah, she was very happy. The guy gave us a sickle mower too, which I've never seen before. And I ended up giving it to my father because, to clear the land. And he just kept loading up my pickup truck until I said, dude, we can't do this no more.
He's like, do you want this? You want that?
It was the best $50 I ever gave him.
All I cared about, I have got such a sweet spot for a John Deere. It's the one thing that I wish we had more property to have a tractor. But,
You know.
So I'll take the blower.
And I thought you were such a great person. You got to get rid of that green stuff. It's red. Got to go red.
Yep.
So you're a teacher, right?
What, Red?
International.
Oh. So, but that's
International Harvester, McCormick, Armall.
Even Cub Cadet Yellow.
Ah.
Going international.
See, but I like the older stuff. We can't utilize the older stuff. Before I supercharged my snowblower, I wanted to get a Graverly walk behind with all the attachments, with the snow cannon and the whole line.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously, we didn't do that because of space issues. But once I supercharged the snowblower, I decided to push that project towards the wayside. And we're not getting any snow. We haven't had snow in 2 years. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I mean, right now, between our snowblower collection, we have a collection of 12 snowblowers, plus the 14 to 16 that we have that we were supposed to sell. Forget it. We're screwed.
So be honest with me. Are you still torturing yourself and looking for deals on snowblowers?
Yes, I have to bite.
I have officially stopped looking.
I almost bought one.
Jason,
Good deals. There's
you're
so
here for your ailment, Jason.
It's
There's a
terrible.
channel on YouTube called
Help
R&R Buildings,
me, please.
and Kyle has a driveway cordless broom. It sounds funny, but it's literally like 4 foot wide, and it will throw snow.
Oh, neat.
Still makes them. Still makes those too. They're about 2.5 feet wide. They're
Okay.
rubber. They got rubber beaters on.
Yes. So I was tempted to buy one of those because I'm very particular about the front of our house and how it's presented. It kills me that we pay a lot in taxes and we just don't get any street sweeping whatsoever. So I was going to get one of those stills, like it was like the power broom attachment, to help clean up and back it up. But what happened was my scrap guy, I have a local land clan that I hooked up with. He reached out to me and said he found like this leaf back. And he didn't do this thing any justice. It's on the channel too. It's a 10 horsepower Billy Goat walk behind. And all this thing wants to do is eat. And this is the best thing ever.
It's kind of comical because we're on a hospital path, so it's a fairly busy street.
Yeah, people don't even know what
people
the heck's
have
going
no
on.
idea what they're looking at when he's behind it because
Yeah.
it's like it's big. It's a big beast, and they know it's not a lawnmower, it's not a snow blower, but they don't quite know what to make of this thing pushing it in the road.
Yeah.
So like it gets quite a bit of traffic when he's out there with it. It's kind of funny. To be
But it's
honest
like
with you.
I paid $10 for it, and all I had to do was one of the casters was frozen. I'm like, so somebody paid over $3,000 for this and put this thing out to the curb for whatever reason. God knows what. I mean, I put it up for sale just for poops, and I can't sell it. I can't let it go. I put it up for $1,500. Had a guy offer me $13,000, and I got like a seller's remorse. And I says, no, thank you. Oh, no.
He always tries to be tough because he has it on my selling site. And I'll say to him, oh, you got an offer. And he'll say, if they raise it a little, I'll take it. And I know he will just be so upset if he sells that thing. So there's been a couple offers that I just haven't told him about from time to time. So
The kind of work you work on stuff and you do lawn care stuff or what?
So I'm a union heavy duty diesel mechanic by trade. So I work on the tractor trailers and straight trucks and tandems and whatnot. And then I come home and I work on full engine equipment. But then I'm also like, I'm into lawn care. Like I'm very big into my front yard. So I'm in New York, and believe it or not, I had a Kentucky Tall Fescue. I had the seed flown in so I could put it on my front yard. Because I like the stripes, the designs.
Yeah.
I like that. So
cool.
You could have saved yourself a lot of money. You just could have drove to Kansas. You could have dug up a small patch of fescue on the farm.
Well, here's the funny part. I've been to places, that do like lawn care, and they told me that Kentucky Tall Fescue would never survive. And they wanted to sell me like a blend and like a mix. And I says, I don't want that. I want Kentucky Tall Fescue.
There's Justin.
So they told me that I'm out of my mind and it'll never grow. So I did like my research. And, fescues in Connecticut, Maine, and Pennsylvania. So you guys don't know what you're talking about. So this is my first year fescue. We have a kick-ass lawn. So
it sounds like they want to have us in Kansas to get a little bit of their grass.
I'll trade you.
And you're a school teacher, right, Patty?
I am. I've been teaching now for 19 years, and I'm almost finished with my administrative. So I think, I keep stopping it because I don't know if I'm ready to pull the trigger. But yeah, going to administrative, being a principal is the next step. And when I'm ready to pull the trigger, it's going to happen fast. So, but when I leave work, I actually have a side business that I do intervention for children with special needs. So that's a side business that I run. And right now I'm running about 14 clients doing that after work. So that it packs my week pretty full. And then we run his side business as well. So we're busy. We're busy. Yeah. Keeps us out of
Jason.
Yes. And out of each other's hair.
Hey, Horse. I'm that Billy Goat.
Annoys him on the side.
Hey, Horse. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Jason, on that Billy Goat, you got the hose attachment for it too?
So I tried making my own,
Hi, Horse.
and it didn't work out so well. But I have to I have to seal the bottom. There's not a cover plate for the bottom. So I have to fabricate something to stop the suction so it could suck more through the hose. It's on the channel.
You're telling me that there's no suction for the goat hose.
No. So what happens is, if you go on my channel, there's like a lever that controls the open flap. It only goes straight down, which I think is to just suck up like rocks, like debris, like on the street. And then you could open up the flap to like almost like a full 90, and I put that up like to do leaves. But there is no way to completely close that suction part off, so it pulls in more when I do the vacuum attachment. So I'm thinking about. Okay, go ahead. I don't mean to cut. Go ahead. Maybe you're familiar. I can't find anything online.
No, ours has the ones we have at work. The hose actually attaches to the front center of the vac. It's about a 6-inch hose.
Okay.
It goes right in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just wondering if you ever got a bottle in yours, a glass bottle.
No.
Just a cupcake almonds.
You will know when you do.
Okay.
It sounds like a bomb going off when it hits the impeller.
You know, once I could fully finish the design, we could just start throwing random stuff down the chute. Like the other guy was throwing cell phones, his chipper. It's like what the.
Yeah, we had 2 of those at work, and they would suck up just about anything.
Yeah, no, it's a great machine. It really, really is.
Yeah.
Hi, horses.
Our horse.
Hey.
Hi, Captain.
Yeah, it's time for paint. Got the crank handle mount on her, so.
Oh wow! Look at the
Yep, when warm weather hits, it'll be time to get some aircraft stripper and some painting. Go at it.
Almost looks like car tires are on that thing.
Yeah, they're 23, 10.5, 12 turf tires.
Oh wow! Okay.
Just don't use a stripper because that could cause brain damage.
Yeah, it does. I took the tractor stack and whacked it off because it was too tall.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Sure.
It was a diesel tractor
Yes.
stack flap, so it's got a tractor flapper on it.
Hey.
I'm trying to get. Hold on.
It probably does. I want to say good, maybe 15, 20 miles an hour.
Wow.
It cruises.
Where are you from again? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm from Michigan.
Oh, okay. So
I want to say
Oh,
I'm
I was
around.
going to ask you the infamous question: how much snow did you get?
He's definitely getting stuff.
And then the next question is when can we visit? And do you have a bedroom for both of us?
You know what? I have a snowblower, but my snowblower mounts on a tractor, and the tractor has a cab, so I'm good to go.
Nice, yeah, nice. All right, so I just.
So he does not
They're saying right now for I think it's Wednesday for us for like maybe 5 to 10 inches Wednesday.
Golly,
what you
man.
would do for 5 to 10. God, isn't that what she said? Captain, I gotta tell you, after the last time I saw you on the live, all I wanted was that hot cocoa that you were drinking after we got off. Man, oh man.
She's like, I can't.
Yeah,
But it was weak. I wanted a little Bailey's in it, though, I'll be honest with you.
So it's our great neighbors over there in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois is supposed to get like 15, 20 inches of snow from what I've heard.
Jesus,
Oh,
man.
wow.
We're out of drought.
That's far less than I would than I would hope for them.
Captain, I know what you're thinking over there, like 3 feet, maybe.
Horse,
No, I don't wish bad things on Chicago. I just don't like to think about that place at all.
You like Chicago or California? If you had to pick.
No, I've been to Chicago.
Okay.
Okay, here's my thing.
I was at
Chicago,
a really seedy
as long
bus
as you don't
stop in
go.
the middle of the night on a freaking 8-hour layover. Scary.
Okay. Okay, here's my thing. I'm not hating Chicago. I will go to Chicago as long as I get to stay out of the hood. I'll go to Chicago.
Scary.
Okay. Here's the thing, like Detroit, Lansing. I don't mind Detroit, Lansing, and Flint as long as you stay away from the bad areas.
I really enjoyed that documentary on Netflix about Flint.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was a good one. Anybody else catch that one?
See, I'm about
It was good.
an hour away from Flint. I'm 2 hours away from Detroit, and I'm half an hour away from Lansing.
Okay.
Is Flint? So did you see the documentary about Flint on Netflix at all? Was it anything like they made it out to be?
I haven't watched it yet, but I kind of know what Flint can be like. Okay, Flint. But Flint, just like any city, Flint has its bad area.
Yeah.
But most of the people over there are actually pretty good people.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, from what I watched.
It's not the people you got to be careful of. It's that tap full of water in the kitchen.
Blood pipes.
They were done wrong. I'd be upset if I
Keep
were.
all flammable objects away from the water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember one time I seen this video. These guys were from a different country and they were visiting Detroit, and they were calling it the worst city in America. I'm like, that is absolutely not true. Detroit, I'll admit some places in Detroit are bad, but it's not the worst city in America.
No.
They were just saying it was. I was like, that is just utter
Hold on.
BS.
Statistically, it could have the most crime. It could have the most murders because it was dubbed the murder capital of America at one point.
I call Chicago Chirac. Yeah, I don't know. I call Chirac.
I mean, we're from Long Island, New York, and we have mullets. You could be scared anywhere you go.
Yeah, when I seen that video title, I was like, that is absolute utter BS is what that is.
I look like I have a mullet sometimes, but that's only because my hair is desperately falling out.
Okay.
But you
I mean, in Detroit,
make up for it.
I know the way it is in Detroit, you may not. Over in Detroit, a lot of people may not get along on some things, but one thing you can all agree on over there is car culture.
Oh yeah, Detroit's got a crazy car culture, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, we have this
over the years.
We have this great event that goes on called Autorama, and it's nothing but custom builds. There's some pretty nice stuff. It's like they may not agree on everything else over there, but when it comes to the car culture, that's where everybody can get along over there.
Now, do you plan on having a car to take over there, or are you going to stick with tractors?
I don't think I could bring myself to build a car to go to Autorama because it has to be like no issues, nothing. It has to be perfect.
Like you haul something.
No paint flaws. And when you have an Autorama car, you don't drive it there. If it's really nice, you put it in the trailer and you trailer it.
No, you got to find car shows where you can actually drive stuff around. I don't like car shows like that. I believe when you have things, you should be able to drive them. You should be able to use them.
Yeah, I mean, I like the car shows too, but Autorama, when you want to see like superb, like really clean stuff, it's a big event. It draws a lot of people.
Kind of like your version of SEMA.
Yeah. I don't know if do you know who Mike Finnegan is from the show Roadkill?
Yes.
Yep, he's going to be there this year.
See, but they don't do fine stuff. They'll do.
Yeah, he's going to be making a guest appearance. Yeah,
Finnegan does anything. He'll do any damn thing. He don't care. Finnegan, Freiburgers will do almost anything, but he still does have to do a little bit of editing.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. No, what's funny about Freiburger? I've met Finnegan and Freiburger both now. I met Finnegan. I didn't get a chance to talk to him very much, so I talked to him for a couple seconds to take a photo. But when I met, because I didn't get a chance to take a photo of Freiburger that day at Roadkill Nights. The year later, we went to Drag Week 2016 because they're over at US 131 Motorsports Park, and we went. My dad and I had our Roadkill shirts on, right? And we're just walking towards our car. We hear, "Hey, nice shirts, guys." We turn around. There's Dave Freiberger leaning up against the rental car. We walked back over there. We shook hands, and we talked for 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, about 5-20 minute conversation with Dave. I was like, "This is freaking sweet."
Yeah, those guys
down to earth.
They're not stuck up enough to ignore people and just be like, oh.
Yeah.
No, they're pretty down to earth dudes. Figure they drove around in a car called the Disgustang. It's like the '67 Mustangs. When they found it in the junkyard, it was full of turds, and they didn't even clean it all out. Like not all of it out before they started driving it around.
I've met Lucky Costa too. I've met Lucky. Lucky's also a really down to earth guy too.
Lucky from Newport.
Lucky Costa.
Oh, Lucky Costa. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm thinking of a different Lucky.
Yeah.
Apologize.
I know. I was sitting there when we went to him. It was that first time we went to Roadkill Nights. I was just sitting there eating. Right. We just got done eating. Lucky came walking right in.
Aww. It's always.
So, yep. I met all three. Now I just gotta meet. Now I just gotta meet Tony D'Angelo. And then Fred from Dirt Every Day, then I'll be good to go.
I'll lose your celebrity.
Yep.
Your celebrity.
Yep. So I've met most of the Roadkill crew.
Okay, very cool.
Yep. They're all really down to earth guys.
There's very little reason for those guys to ever freaking come to New England because like most of the cars here are made out of a substance known as iron oxide, also known as rust.
Yep. Pretty much.
Same thing here.
Welcome to the East Coast.
Yeah, terrible. The Rust Belt.
So
no, dude.
I'm in Michigan, so I'm right.
New England is a combination of salt and rust.
Yep. That's how Michigan is. Michigan's kind of in the rust. We're in the Rust Belt. Most of the cars over here, you can get a good one if they've been washed and taken care of and get all the salt off of them. But
people actually do that? Wow.
Yes. We take our cars to car washes and spray the salt off of them.
Yeah. Or they have what do they do with the food film treatments every year that you guys probably do. And you're supposed to stay on top of it. That really keeps everything freaking mint.
Yep. We wash our cars, we change our oil, we do this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I don't see
you may get a Michigan car that's rusted out.
Live in Greenwich, Connecticut, actually going to freaking going underneath their car and doing anything to rust protect it. Saying.
See, here's the way it works in Michigan. In Michigan, you may get a car that's rusted out, but I tell you what, it will still run perfectly.
Yes.
They may be a rusted out pile of crap, but it'll still run.
Oh yeah, I know, because the car's probably only 2 years old, but it's completely rusted out and with no floors. Just like New England.
Or it could be a Dodge where it's just rusting as soon as it leaves the shore. We could hear the quarter panels on the bed.
No. If it's a Dodge, just remember if it's a Dodge, you gotta remember what transmission, because the transmissions are pretty much non-existent.
At work every year we purchase between 60 and 80 ton of salt just for campus.
Okay, but you guys do anything for your chassis? Because you guys have to throw down tons of salt for insurance purposes. Are you guys undercoating? Are you guys scaling your frames?
Nope.
Oh, you're lazy.
We got a local car wash that we frequent very often.
That's my truck. Frames crusty as can be on it, but the body's still pretty decent. It's got one route hole in the cab corner. Throw the rust spots, but other than that,
one of them there newfangled vehicles just came out last year.
Nah.
Yeah, I just did on my car. I just did a bunch of work. I have a crew cab long bed.
Yeah, mine's a crew cab short bed Sonoma. It's got the 4300 V6 in it, 145,000 on it. Still runs like a top.
That sounds like there's some of that new space age technology.
It's just throwing that stupid P0449 GM emissions code.
Now, does emissions matter by you guys for state inspection?
Nope, we don't have state inspection.
Wow.
0 state inspections. 0. No emissions testing. Nothing.
Just drive it.
They didn't have it here for like 20 years either.
Wow.
No. What's funny?
brought it
the state of Washington. What's funny? The state of Washington, they had emissions testing and inspection, but just about a month ago, they got rid of all that. They just stopped.
Did they say why?
I was like, hey, sweet.
Because they're trying to weed out the weak vehicles. They're trying to freaking like encourage people to bring their rust buckets back out onto the road, have them break, and then they go to the junkyard. That's their philosophy. That's their mindset.
I've seen some sketchy repairs of them. And I've seen vice grips holding motor mounts. You know what I mean?
Yep. New hitch receiver works great.
You know what I mean? It's some sketchy stuff. I mean,
it took about 2 hours to make it. It works.
Yeah.
I have fixed the body of a freaking car with a pizza box and ketchup.
What?
What?
I have fixed the body of a car with a pizza box and ketchup.
Hey, if it works,
I use
man.
the same filling technique for repairing the wall in one of my old apartments.
But how does ketchup get?
I guess it dries.
Ketchup is body filler.
Stop it. I love ketchup. Don't say this in front of her. I put ketchup on everything, even my steak.
Cardboard structure, ketchup body filler.
Yep, filler.
Flat black spray paint. Covers all your mistakes. Well, at least you think it does. Oh, by the way, you have to use a hair dryer or a heat gun to properly, cure the ketchup so it actually stays where you put it.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. There ain't nothing you can't do with an aerosol can.
I love aerosol. Paint can Picasso.
Yep, same here. Don't give me a spray gun, give me an aerosol can, and let me go at it.
I'm all that all the way. Some of the guys, they like to strip down lawnmowers to the guts, and then they load up their spray gun and paint it. Nope, sorry, nope.
Nope, Varial can.
Get a nice
spray can.
Aerosol can, the 3-in-1, out the door.
Just water it. I don't know. When I paint my rat rod, it's probably gonna be the 2 stages. It's gonna get stripped, primed, and then it's gonna get painted, but it's gonna be all Rail Can paint job. Because now the silver paint I have for the wheels, I'm gonna have to use a spray gun to lay it. But the tractor is gonna get a satin black paint job all the way around. The engine's gonna be silver, but it's gonna get satin black paint job, but right down the center of the hood. I'm gonna take some gloss black and lay a stripe.
Oh, okay, that's very nice. Yeah, like two-tone.
Yep.
Oh, he's the king of a rattle can. He used to have this old beat up Saturn. I came home one day. It was like blue. I came home one day. It was like
no, it was barbecue paint.
It was a matte black. I said, "Where'd you get all that paint to spray that car with?" He goes, "Barbecue paint." We did it one afternoon.
You could drive this straight through a forest fire.
And I'll never forget. We were living in an apartment.
Got to
and somebody hit it in the apartment complex, and he's like, "I got to go to work." So he jumped in his other truck, and he left me with the Saturn. And the police officer came, and the police officer goes, "Ma'am, what color would you say this vehicle is?" And it was like 3 different shades. It was blue, barbecue paint, black.
Beautiful.
Terrible.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's the first. Hold on.
I told the officer, I said, "You just put down whatever your heart's desire." I said, "We just need to get this in for the insurance."
Oh,
it was terrible.
Yep.
It was terrible.
This whole car was rattle can. So that's when I came into work one day. I found a case of paint. I says, "Forget it." And then
hi, Exploring Ginger. How you doing, buddy? D. Michael Brown, how you doing?
I
used to work for a company part time and stuff in the summer that we like put barn siding on or paint barns and all that kind of stuff. And we painted one of the guys' trucks barn red with the airless sprayer on our lunch break.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
No body work.
Here's the thing,
no sanding, no nothing. Masked the windows off with liquid mask and went to painting.
Here's the way I look at it, right? If it's stupid, but it works, it's not stupid.
That's right.
And then back in my youth, whenever there was some stuff that youth do, we painted one of our other buddies' cars tan, like a light tan, with house paint and a roller.
There you go.
I've seen that on YouTube. You know, people paint the cars with a roller. I don't know about that yet. I mean,
Oh, because you have such high standards.
We thought it
Yeah,
was
we all
cool.
use aerosol cans.
here.
We thought it was
We
cool.
all use the
I got you
aerosol
on this one.
can.
Hold on. I got you on this one. My friend,
There you go.
he had a
That was my morning.
1984 GMC Vandura. Okay,
Very cool.
this thing was, you know, had a rebuilt engine. It had a nice rebuilt transmission on it with a rebuilt rear end and this and that and the other kind of thing. Went all through the whole thing. Got new suspension, new brakes, blah blah blah. Put 3 sunroofs in it, right? And then proceeded to paint the thing with house paint.
And then when it rains, it runs.
If you're painting it with house paint, it will never run.
Yeah.
Talking
House
about the
paint.
interior paint for
No.
the walls.
You mean exterior paint?
House paint.
House paint.
Exterior house paint. That's what we use.
Oh,
See,
okay,
stick
okay.
with me, guys. It takes him a hot second. It's okay.
House paint. I'm
It's
not
all
kidding.
right, Buck.
That's what we did.
It's the mullet.
He painted his van with house paint.
Makes sense.
It lasted longer than car paint.
Absolutely. Think about how long house paint will last for.
The paint job on a car doesn't last 20 years usually. Okay,
Exactly.
just saying.
All the houses way up have siding on it. I don't know about that.
Well, the one we painted, we thought it was really cool the night we were doing it. But we weren't-
That's how
we weren't- we weren't-
couple
we weren't-
of years, a great
we
idea.
weren't thinking real clear then, but the next morning we had to do some touch up.
See, you need to get rid of that John Deere junk and get something like that.
Oh, okay. See, we don't even have space for
That
that.
would take up our entire front yard.
We don't even have snow. We don't even have snow.
That looks like an old Cub.
Yep, it is Coconut 107. Back when they were made by International Harvester, not MGD. I got one of the good ones.
Okay.
Now, where'd you get one? What's the story behind that? Did you
That's
get that for a
awesome.
song and a dance, or you got it for free?
I got it for free. It was the first tractor my grandpa bought. He bought it new in '69 for like, I think because it had a sale going on, he bought it for $1,000. Now when I think I was, oh gosh, maybe 3. I want to say 2 or 3 years old. He was like getting ready to part out, and my dad's like, "Don't do it," and I ended up getting it free. Now it had the. It had a 10 horse in it, 10 horse Kohler, the K241. But my grandpa would use it over his little orchard, so it'd just get overheated over and over again. So it kept bending. I think it was the intake valve and losing power.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a K301 put in at 12 horse.
Okay.
But it cruises right along at like, I want to say 8 miles an hour, but it can pull a 12-inch carbon plow, no problem. I got a snowblade for it, a wagon.
It's like a utility thing.
Very cool.
Yep, I use it for plowing all the time with that Brinley 12-inch, and it handles it like it's nothing.
You don't use the snowblower attachment for that, or no? You don't know just.
Nope. I use the snow. I have the snow blade, the wagon, and the garden plow. But because I have the attached the quick hitch for the back. But I do plan on getting a box blade for a Brinley box blade.
Okay. I don't know. For some reason, blowing snow is like very soothing to me. I feel like pushing it's very boring.
It's actually pushing snow is pretty fun.
Let's call a spade a spade. He can speak for himself. I agree, it's very soothing, but I would be down to try your tractor pushing some snow though.
You could push a shovel. You could push a shovel.
But we never get nothing like that over here. I mean,
Anymore. 2 years.
Yep. The snow blade. Nice thing about that snow blade is it's got your center hole to keep it straight, and it's got 2 holes on each side, so you can have like a minimal angle, and then you can really tilt it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you can really.
And that,
yep. It's over a 6. Crazy thing is that tractor, well, it's over 630 pounds.
Oh, wow. 630
was the shipping weight. I got 2 25-pound wheel weights on it, so it's 630, so it'd be 680 plus another 40, 60 pounds in the back in the seat pan, and then me. So we're looking at probably combined 700 pounds or more.
And how much horsepower you said? You said 12 and a half, 13?
Yeah, 12 horse.
You're thinking about upping up a little bit, or you're content with the way?
No, I'm just going with the way it is. But the funny thing, the Cub Cadet I have, what's weird is the differentials they use in the Farmall Cub. That's the same differential they use in the Cub Cadets. They just took it and dropped it in. And what's cool,
nowadays,
Ed, I think it's the 73 Dodge Dart, right? Pinion will fit in a Cub Cadet rear end.
Yeah, well, it's a 73 Dodge Dart, but it has to be from the 6-cylinder, straight 6.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, because that's the pinion that you can swap in there for the forum.
Yeah, the carrier. Well, the carrier and axles you can use, but you have to modify the bearing cups to get it in there.
Yeah, because the rear ends of them are actually naturally torquey, because on your pump you got a small gear that goes to a big gear, and you run a shaft straight back, and you got another small gear, and you got your pinion gear. So they're geared way down to be just very torquey.
That's crazy.
I can sit there and rev it way up into stones and nail it, and it'll break both tires loose and spin them.
Wow.
And it's got ag tires on it.
I leave the line on mine at about 8,000 RPMs.
Oh, yeah, that thing's freaking screaming at 8,000 RPMs. Lord, golly.
Polar Bear, up where you are for work. Now you're working on everything. Now, when you guys get hammered with snow, when we do get snow, who's doing all the removal at the university? Are you doing that too?
Yeah, we've got our grounds crew does it. There's maintenance guys that come help. I actually help. I run a snow brush.
Okay.
Actually, I got a couple of those videos from me running the tractor. It's a Toro grounds mass with a broom attachment on it. Yeah, we takes to completely clean the campus, plow the lots, sidewalks, shovel entrances, and everything. Takes us about 4 hours. Wow. And there's 16 guys on the crew.
Wow.
What's weird is that Cub Cadet, when I run it hard and when I run it in the wintertime, usually it doesn't like to be revved up like right away when you first start. It will start being a little shaky. But if you let it sit there idle 5-10 minutes and just give it a chance to get warmed up, it runs beautifully.
Yeah.
You just can't beat a good old cast iron cooler. And that motor is all cast iron. The only thing I think that's aluminum on that is the head and the carburetor, but that's about it.
Okay.
I'll put my aluminum command up against that cast iron.
Yeah. And I say those V-twins probably weigh as much. Those aluminum V-twins probably weigh as much as a cast single cylinder, don't they? I'd say they're about the same weight.
About the same.
Yep.
I
don't know.
My little old 20 horse is putting out about 80 horsepower. So.
Golly.
Wow.
Yep.
My new one should be up close to 100.
What are you doing? Custom pistons? You raising the compression, or you throwing some boost, dropping it and throwing some boost?
It's going to have stock pistons in it for now. But yes, it has higher compression, bigger valves, roller rockers, roller cam, roller lifters. It's got actually a bigger cam in it. It's got a stroker crank in it, and it runs on methanol.
And still stock pistons.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got billet rods in it with bearings, but that's just for this, for don't, melt the rods.
Yeah.
And it was 2 months ago I uploaded a video of my Cub Cadet getting cold started in for the cold start season.
Okay, we just subscribed to your channel, so we're gonna definitely check that out.
I got a few
horses are you
videos of it down there.
That's more rural, like you got a lot of property where you are, like these are some big machines to be storing.
Well, that's just an average sized garden tractor from the 60s. That's not a big tractor.
No, okay, because that would take up a whole lot of land where we are here. We don't have a lot of property over here.
It's really not that big of a tractor. It's just heavy. Very heavy. And when that thing stalls on you and you have to push it, it is a lot of exercise. Luckily, But luckily, the hydrostat on it has a release, so you can just relieve the pressure and push it if you need to. Because once you get it rolling, it becomes easier to push.
500-600 pounds.
I think dry weight my tractor's right at 550 or 600. It rolls real nice.
I know mine. The dry weight on my tractor for factory shipping weight was 630 pounds factory shipping weight.
Yeah, but I put aluminum rims on mine, aluminum axle tubes, cut a lot of the heavy weight out of it. You know, I've dropped a lot of stuff
think
off
about
of it.
though. Half of the weight of those tractors is just the frickin' rear ends. Those hydrostats have to be what, 300 pounds or more? Under 300?
I am not.
I think
they're about the same weight as the gear drive.
Yeah. I feel like half of the weight of my Cub Cadet is just the rear end. If you didn't have the rear end and motor in it, you could probably pick that frame right up and walk with it.
Oh, you can.
It's just the axles that weighs it down.
So, well, some of the newer hydrostats actually have aluminum casing, aluminum axles, or aluminum axle tubes.
Yep. Yeah. You know, this was a while ago at a show I went to. It was an old GMC fleet side with the Hydromatic.
Oh, now you're
automatic.
Love language. Oh, I would love if we could have something like that. Oh.
Yep, that was I think it was a 54.5 GMC, but it was one of the first trucks to have the Hydromatic 2-speed in it, powered by 2-speed automatic.
Cool. I love it. See, we can have that.
And then, guess how many?
You know what that is, right? Check that out.
Yeah.
Dodge Demon. I finally got to see a Demon too.
All right, everybody.
Freaking.
We're having a great time here, but it is after 9 o'clock. It is my bedtime.
Mine.
I get up.
Do you want
I get up at 4:30.
Story, Ed?
What's that?
Do you need to do a story?
What the heck?
I'm a teacher. This is
No.
what I do.
But the other funny thing is too is I've been to the National Corvette Museum too.
Oh.
Yeah. Museum?
Yep, that's the old truck I used to have sitting in the garage.
Yeah, a sinkhole under
Barn
that
find.
museum.
Barn find 1946 Chevrolet 2-door short bed.
Oh, that's neat.
Engine was locked up. I mean, you could not turn that engine over at all. Starter, I think, was kind of locked up too.
Aw. Well, we can't.
My goal was to get it running before we sold it, but we sold it, and I was like, well, there went that goal. Before we sold that truck, I just wanted to be able to get that engine to break loose and hear it crank over for the first time in 45 years.
Very nice.
Because it had the Stowbolt 6 in it.
Mm-hmm.
Best engine GM ever. One of their most reliable engines was that Stowbolt.
Very
All right, y'all.
Not that one.
All right, well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, not that one. That thing had 90,000 miles on it. 90,000 original miles on it when it was parked.
York, a little
Good
seeing you. Durbin's, good
I
seeing you.
expect a little hot cocoa next time.
Well, what? Jason.
If we happen along some money and that's in the cards, then that's what we'll be.
We're giving away hot cocoa next time.
Yep.
Hot cocoa
Used to have
for
that
all.
too. Used to have that sitting in the garage too.
Oh, very cool. We're definitely going to check out your page,
Yeah,
horses.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I used to. Right now, when it's sitting in my garage, I have is a '66 Plymouth Valiant Signet 2-door convertible.
Very cool.
They used
And
to
it
make
runs.
coin
It's
rings.
original. There you go.
And I don't
There's
know.
the plow when I got it.
Aw.
Oh, okay, that's for digging.
That's-
For
Yep, that's my grunt. That's the grunt tractor. That's the one I use the most. Can't beat that thing.
All right, I'm gonna go. Bye.
Very cool.
Yeah, probably should
Tuck in this.
probably should keep Edward up any longer.
I
All
get
right.
up at 4:30.
Good one, thank you. See you guys.
I get up at 4:30 every morning. So
Absolutely.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all.
Hmm.